to do with you. I've got no one, still you won't do. And after today I'd say we are quite through. But I know you won't break down, you won't miss a step, you won't be around, and you'll never regret. But one day, when I'm old and gray, I might look back and say, these were the golden days. One day, when I'm old and I'm gray, I might look back and say, this was the price I paid. So it goes, or so they say. Time's like a mountainscape. I don't know, but I can't complain. God knows I've got my own escape. Sometimes I just might, even in the middle of the night. Sometimes, sometimes I wake and bake, but it's got nothing to do with you. I've got no one, still you won't do. And after today I'd say we are quite through. But I know you won't break down, you won't miss a step, you won't be around, and you'll never regret. But one day, when I'm old and gray, I might look back and say, these were the golden days. One day, when I'm old and I'm gray, I might look back and say, this was the price I paid.
What a price to pay. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby.
Mistakes I know I've made a few, but I'm only human. You make mistakes too.
He's only human. You make mistakes too. You tell him, Paul.
Ooh, That's right, Paul.
And music can bring us that much closer together. And when we sing, we're definitely a group. So don't be shy. It's going to feel really good. Here's what we want you to do. We'll sing it for you. It goes like this. Your turn.
La 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 la.
We'll do it again. You go.
La 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 la. Baby, baby. Baby, baby.
Thank you, Paul. That was great. And BOOZHOO, welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the live stream podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO. Over here is the lovely and the talented Natasha. BOOZHOO Kakina. Hello, everyone. And over here is the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO Nichi. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. And hoa, we're in the money. I'm feeling sunny. We got a lot of what it takes to get along. Hoa, you guys, miigwech. Miigwech for the very generous super chats. From Nancy Schmancy, thank you for your daily inspirations. Hoa, thank you. Your money goes a long way. I'm not kidding. And of course, Surrealist, the original give too much. Miigwech, Surrealist, we so appreciate you. Yep. She says, Mino Giga Jabe Gakina. Hello, everyone. Happy 420. I was almost going to do that was going to be the phrase of the day. How to say 420 in Ojibwe. Ni win. Nishtana 420. Minawana gozi. Nishwin. Nishtana. Happy 420, everybody. You know what that means, huh, sweetie? Do I ever? 420. 420. I think we all know what that means. Yep, it's Hitler's birthday. What? It's Hitler's birthday. Why did your mind go to that? What are you talking about? It's 420, Get high. Ishbe, to be high. Oh, I thought it was Hitler's birthday. Well, yeah, it's Hitler's birthday, but I don't think that's the point of our little show here, And it really brings up some questions about you, you little cute Nazi. Oh, get out of here. I'm not a Nazi. No, I'm just kidding. Ishbe means to be high, which is the root word of Ishpeming. Ishpeming is when the Ojibwe speakers pray in like a biblically or whatever, when you say the Lord's Prayer, if you say, may your will be done on earth, gaye aking, as it is in heaven, migo gaye ishpeming. Ishpeming is how would they call heaven? I mean, they're talking something on high, but I think it's kind of similar because 420 is sort of to the 420 community. They're sort of like, yeah, that's sort of our little heaven on earth. All right? Judge us if you will. But the 420 people were just taking a little bit of God's mushkiki, Kitchimanadoo's medicine, and getting high. Ishpi. You know. Ishpi Ming, heaven. Ishpi is to be high. And today is 420. Happy 420, everyone. Happy 420, cuz. Is Missy here? Yeah, she sure is. What's going on, cuz? Missy Charlie says good morning. Daniel's here. Good morning, Daniel. MJ, Michael Jackson's here. Nah. What's going on? Mary Jane, speaking of 420 herself. Speaking of the 420 queen, MJ's here. Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. Hey, is that about getting high? I think it must be. That song. And Ruby's here. Bonjour. Mino giga jib, Ruby. We're so glad you could come here to our little 420 party. To our little wake and bake. We'll just sit down by the fire. We're going to talk about some things. Some Ojibwe language, culture, history, news. Corey Feldman has a new hit. Corey Feldman? That guy? Yeah. The Return of the King. Corey Feldman's he's the comeback king. That's what it is. Because I'm the comeback. I'm the comeback king. Corey Feldman. Look it up. Or don't. But Corey Feldman, you know, from Stand By Me. He's a singer. And he's going to make a comeback. He's going to be the comeback king. On this 420. But you know, you make a good point, sweetie. It is Hitler's birthday. You want to get him on the line? You want me to call him up? Yeah, we should wish him a happy birthday. Okay. Before we go any further today on our very serious children's show, much like the Sesame Street, today's Sesame Street spin-off is brought to you by the numbers 4 and 20. Niwin Nishtana, 420. And 420 got its name. It's kind of a mystery, actually. Are you calling him up? Yeah, I Googled his number. It's ringing. Oh, okay. 420, you know, I don't know. There was a time I heard a rumor that that's the police code for, we got a 420. Got some kids smoking marijuana. And some people were like, no, that's some kids started smoking. That was like their time after school. They'd get together at 4:20. But then I'm like, doesn't school get out at 3? What were these kids doing for an hour and 20 minutes? And who are these people who wait until 4:20 in the afternoon to smoke pot? But I don't really know why. But now it's become kind of the universal, dude, 4:20. You know, before it became totally mainstreamed. Grassroots Indians. It has been a while. How's everyone doing? Grassroots. Yeah, you know, we've been talking about you behind your back. You know. Excuse me. Happy 420. I got Hitler on the line. Oh, okay. Can you patch him through? Yep, he's on line 2. All right. Adolf Hitler. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Jawohl. Hello, NANABOOZHOO. How are you today? Oh, I'm doing very well. I just wanted to call and wish you a happy birthday. Oh, that is very nice of you to remember the Freira's birthday. How do you sing happy birthday to you in Ojibwe? Well, normally I don't do it when I'm so terrified, but to say happy birthday, a lot of people just say Mino Dibishka, because that's like good birthday or whatever. But to say to be happy, our word is Minawanagozi. And to say to you, be happy, we would say Giga Minawanagozi. Kind of like in Gigawaba Min, Minawa. That means you, I will see again. Well, to you, be happy, Giga Minawanagozi, Dibishka. You know, that would be if we're going to sing happy birthday to you. It'd be sort of like this. And so, Adolf, from me and Natasha and Michael and the whole BOOZHOO crew and everybody who still, you know, recognizes your artistry. This is for happy birthday. Giga Minawanagozi Dibishka. Giga Minawanagozi Dibishka. Giga Minawanagozi Dibishka. Giga Minawanagozi Dibishka. Adolf Hitler. Oh, thank you so much. You are so kind. You are so kind to the Führer. Yeah. I don't know why, but yeah. And so on this birthday, you know, we missed Dig If You Will, a picture day yesterday. That's right. Just wanted to share, you know, on Hitler's birthday here. Here's a painting Hitler did. Hey kids, here's something they won't teach in history or art class. Did you know this guy named Hitler was a painter? Yeah. They tell you that, oh yeah, Hitler, he was so evil that even the art school wouldn't let him in. You believe that? That's a pretty good painting. Yeah, Hitler, you did a nice job with this. Oh, thank you very much. Much? And then this one is one of my favorites. Oh yes, I call that one Castle in the Alps. Castle in the Alps. Check this out, kids. So whatever else you might hear about Adolf, he somehow taught himself. Can you imagine how good of a painter you have to be? Number one, first to draw this thing, and then to paint it with oil painting. It's this magical place. I guess Missy's been here. And they have gold floors and stuff, but Adolf Hitler painted this place. And, well, I just think, I'm not trying to trigger the Jews. I'm really not. I don't even know any Jewish people. You know, Jerry Seinfeld. I don't know him. You know, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. Oh, yeah. No, my heroes are Jewish. It's got nothing to do with that. I just think it's weird that nobody talks about what a great painter Hitler was. Well, you know, they're still mad at me for things I did so long ago. They cannot forget. Well, maybe they shouldn't. Oh, you know, everybody's so mad at the Führer. Yeah. Listen, I better get going. I think we got another call on the line. Yeah, we got a call on line 3. Line 3. Hitler, hang on for a second. I'm going to take this other call. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Me want say, Heil Hitler. What? Baby stereotype? Hey, is it that baby stereotype? It's that racist baby stereotype. Hi, racist baby stereotype. Heil Hitler, Natasha. Don't say that. It's not funny, dude. Today is Führer's, birthday. Yeah, I know. And this is no place for you to be doing that racist Heil Hitler sign. That's, it's bad enough you're wearing the Halloween costume. That's racist, baby. Me not racist, baby. Me Anishinaabe, Abinugians with Benjamin Button disease. Oh, you got the Benjamin Button disease? Yes. Me very old. Me only look young like baby. That why I have such outdated and racist views. That's why you're a racist and a supporter of Hitler? Don't blame it on your generation. We different in old days. Listen, I got to get back to Hitler. What else did you want? Me want know how you say Wednesday in Ojibwe. Oh, how do we say Wednesday? How about Tuesday? We call this day halfway. Racist baby stereotype. I'll bet Tuesday, halfway, Wednesday. That good word, I already knew it, 'cause Ojibwe, me first language. Oh, I suppose it would be. You just have the Benjamin Button disease. You're a old style real Indian. Me, old Indian, just look young, 'cause Benjamin Button disease. All right. Well, hey, thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you later. Gigawaba min, minawa niji. Yeah, you too, Nij. Gigawaba min, minawa. You still there, Hitler? Yeah, I still here. Yeah, I gotta get going. Once again, Giga minawana gozi, Dibishka. Happy birthday to you. And, don't go getting yourself into trouble. No, I know what you talk about. No, I no longer do evil things or something. Yeah, I'm gonna get out before I run out of bits. Gigawaba min, minawa, Niji. Gigawaba min, minawa. Hey, kind of rattles off the old Ojibwe pretty smooth though. Yeah, he does. Anyway, so here we are, the 420, the special 420 day. Mindy Moya is here. Happy 420 and good morning to you. Happy 420 right back at you. Mindy Moya. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mindy Moya, but I heard that the, cannabis, reefer madness, whatever you want to call it. The weed was originally considered a zagga mushkiki, a love medicine. And they also said it was an ikwe mushkiki, a woman's medicine. Have you heard this? That's what I heard too. I heard that we had the sacred medicine of Kichimanadu back in the good old days. And they would leave it to the women. It's okay, ladies, hang on to this stuff. Use it when you want to enhance sensual pleasure. When you want to make food taste a little better. When you want the music to sound a little nicer. If you want the fire to seem just a little warmer and a little prettier. If you just want to mellow out and engage the senses. A good time for this would be the romantic dinner by firelight. So I think back in the days when, the ladies wanted to make a baby or something, they'd have to romance the men a little bit by, rolling a joint and then making dinner. And they'd be like, hey, old man, come over here. I got the love medicine. Let's smoke a little love medicine. And, sure enough, I've heard whispers in the winds. I've heard rumors that to this day, that's a cultural practice that a lot of people partake in. They'll blaze up right before dinner, light some candles, put on some Peter Gabriel and, have a high old time. Well, I'm sick of it, sweetie. You're sick of it? Yep. Gonna make it illegal. We're gonna bring back the long arm of the law. You guys are getting too peaceful. How dare you choose to smoke something and have it not affect anybody else's life in the least. Not on my watch. I'm from the 80s. Are you anti-weed? No. I'm kind of pro-weed, actually. I mean, it's easy to say on my live stream podcast in YouTube land where I don't think my family watches anyway. But I'm also kind of in the closet, you know. The thing is, the people who don't, you know, I don't want to get sad again, but the classic Lenny stock line, the people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind. But the people who have never smoked pot and don't know anything about it and have been indoctrinated by all the media and the stupid stuff. This is why I also don't like Cheech and Chong. Why don't you like Cheech and Chong? I think Cheech and Chong gave a bad stereotype to what marijuana does to a person. And I also think those guys are kind of, you know, I mean, far be it for me to say this, but, you know, racial stereotypes. They're all dumb and Mexican. Hey, man, you know. It's like that. Weed doesn't do that to you after a couple of weeks. I mean, yeah, when you're 15, the first time you get high, you act like that. But you know, people don't understand. They think we're shooting up heroin. It's like, so you just don't say anything. Put some eye drops in your eye before you go to church. You know, hey. You know. Guess who appreciates the piano music the most in this room this Sunday at church? The guy in the back who, you know, smoked up before he went to church. Sorry. That's all I'm saying. I just smoked the CBD part. Good medicine. There you go. You just smoked the CBD. The cannabis-based, I don't know what CBD means. CBD oil. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Hoka hey baby. What should I talk about today? You want to talk about the song? Do I want to talk about the Never Coming Back Here Again song? Do you want me to tell your stories, Michael? You should get up here and tell your stories. I'm shy. Yeah, I'm shy too. Should I talk about pot? You can talk about whatever you like. In the traditional Anishinaabe cultural teachings of... That's the problem with so much of our history and our culture and our language and stuff. Number one, just historically, the boarding schools and the break in our generational family passing down stuff of those generations. We've lost so much of just our knowledge of what was our great-great-grandparents' relationship to these different medicines like, you know. Well, how did we really live? You know, my grandparents didn't know their grandparents very well because of boarding schools and the breakup of the family and all that. And so a lot of the stuff we just don't know, you know. You hear rumors that this whole country was nothing but one big pot field. You know, like I guess George Washington and Ben Franklin and all these guys would, you know, they were hemp farmers. I think they was like, yeah, man, here's the easiest crop we can think of that'll make the most money. And, you know, of course, the enormous, you know, demand for marijuana, you know, these guys were harvesters of marijuana and smokers, and they did all that. I guess the Declaration of Independence is on hemp paper. You know, if you smoked up the Declaration of Independence, you know, you get high. Ishbeming, or ishbi, to be high. But, most people already know a little bit of the history of weed, how Randolph Hearst, he was a big lumber guy and a paper baron, and he didn't want the hemp industry to put him out of business, So they put out a fake news campaign to demonize cannabis. And they called it marijuana, and they spelled it in this weird Spanish way. And they made up stories about how drug smugglers, drug dealers, drug pushers were bringing in this dangerous drug called marijuana. And when I grew up, and even a little before me, there's propaganda everywhere. People going crazy, smoking joints of marijuana, playing a piano just crazy. Like on Reefer Madness? Yeah. But then just a lot of, they just kind of, by policing it, now, they created like a whole gang underworld, black marketing of marijuana. But also, it really made, if you were going to smoke it, you had to break the law. And, there's all this social pressure, stuff around it. People used to talk a lot about getting paranoid in the 80s when they smoked marijuana. And that's not part of getting high anymore. But in the old days, people would get really paranoid because it was so illegal. And because if your mom found out, she'd start crying and carrying on. Oh, my baby, he's doing drugs. Look at you, your eyes are red, and you're loving Pink Floyd music. Where have we gone wrong? But, so my experience with, I don't even know what to call it. Grass, weed, mushkiki, here's this one thing. Here, kids, 420. Now the problem, so what happens also when gets lost in the shuffle is that you don't know what to believe. People tell you your whole life, oh yeah, marijuana is really dangerous, and no, don't smoke marijuana. It'll rot your brain and it'll lead to heroin. Now look at methamphetamines. And the thing is, you try marijuana and you go, that's not that big of a deal. That doesn't seem that dangerous. My parents lied to me. So I might as well try meth. They're probably exaggerating that too, And then you get hooked on meth immediately and your whole life goes down the drain. It's different. But I'm not even going to say anymore, of course it's best to never smoke anything. Because I'd be a pretty big hypocrite. There is a connection. Finally, at 55 years old, after many years of research, there is a connection between getting high and being creative. And sober people hate to, they don't like us admitting that. But do you know why so many rock stars and artists are drug addicts? Or go through a period or whatever. It's because sometimes getting high will open up creative channels, inspiration from heaven. And it'll also kind of bring you into the present moment. And it's really important that you don't live in the past or the future too much when you're being creative. You got to, when you're singing a song, you got to be right there in every note, every minute. And when you're drawing a picture, there's a thing that happens to be creative where you've got to be still, tuned in. And the truth is that smoking marijuana sometimes helps in that. And so this song and consequent video is my proof of is my little demonstration of the effects of marijuana on the mind, kids. Beware. Be careful. You might unlock some genius. Nah. Up next, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Miigwech Bizendawig. Hey, sweetie, would you teleport me out of here? I'd be happy to. All right. Miigwech Bizendawig. Thank you for listening. 1 to teleport. No, I say that. Oh, right. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1.
I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never coming back here again. I was caught for 3 long years, lost in the thoughts of a young man's fears. I cannot swim in a sea of tears. I found you out and then I disappeared. Now I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. I'm never coming back here again. And so it comes down to this. One sad parting farewell kiss. Goodbyes in this morning's mist. What's mine is yours, but what's yours is his. So I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. I'm never coming back here again. Oh, oh, oh. I'm never coming back here again. This is it now, this is the end. Tomorrow I'll say we can still be friends, but I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again. I'm never coming back here again.
Yeah. I'm never coming back here again. You're such a sad little sap. Hey, it took a lot of tears to write that song. Ladies and gentlemen, the rock star cartoonist Michael Lyons. Can I tell the story behind that? Yeah, sure. Back in the days of the grandfathers, when Michael was just a boy, well, not a boy, a young man, he had a girlfriend for over 3 years. I could almost find her picture, huh? Dad, don't do that. And he wanted to break up with her in person. But he traveled all the way down to Indiana on a train that took like 30 hours or something to break up with her in person. But then when he got there, he realized he couldn't do it for fear that she'd kick him out. And his train wasn't coming back for 3 days. So he put it off for 3 days and then just got back on the train, having never broken up with her. And then he said, well, I got on the train and I looked at her and she was crying. And, saying, we'll see each other again and all this. And he goes, I don't know what's going to happen, but one thing I do know, I'm never coming back here again. And he wrote that song. I'm never coming back here again. Sweetie, if I promise to come back here again, could you do me a solid and teleport me out to that beautiful meadow? You want to go out to the flowery meadow? Yeah, I'm going to put out some tobacco and pray. All right. I'm going to go outside, put out some tobacco. All right, hang on. Let's see. Going to scan for the coordinates. Mm-hmm. All right. You all set? Yep, I'm ready. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Oh, so pretty. Just beautiful out here. It's snowing again in Bemidji. It says it's going to rain, but right before the show came on, I looked out the window and I was like, it's snowing again on 4/20 of all days. Our sacred holiday of burnouts, and it snows. So I'm glad he chose to send me way out here to the beautiful summery meadow down south. I don't even know where I am. I'm someplace where it's not eternally winter. I'm someplace where it doesn't snow in April. Sometimes it snows in April. La-di-da-di-di-dum. But yeah, yesterday was kind of a heavy show. Nancy Schmancy. How you doing, Nancy Schmancy? Nancy Schmancy shared that her father-in-law had started his journey. And so we ended up kind of talking about death and dying and stuff like that. And grief. Oh, grief. Oh, murder. How's that go? Steve Martin used to have a bit where he'd say he liked to play the banjo because he just couldn't sing a depressing song on the banjo. You'll never hear, oh, death and grief and murder and sorrow. He's like playing the banjo. It just doesn't fit. So many of our songs do fit. Grief. Just for whatever reason, your sadness comes out in your music. It's really hard. It's actually much harder to write a happy song than a sad song. I don't know why that is, but I actually prefer sad songs too. But, so I thought I'd put out some tobacco. Asema. And for any new people, this is just kind of in the traditional Anishinaabe way. A lot of the old timers would smoke a pipe. Opwagan. A pipe. And, it's been kind of like in the Old West movies. Like, oh, that's peace pipe. Smoke 'em peace pipe. Nah. But what they would say is like, yeah, we smoke the pipe. Our prayers go up, you know. In Dances with Wolves, they would smoke the pipe in the lodge, so there would be no lies between them. It would make a sacred space, you know, the smoke. There's a lot of medicines that come from smoke. I was just watching a video yesterday where this guy was talking about Ojibwe medicines, smoke medicines. And it was in the, I forget what kind of bush. But there's just kind of a certain plant that will make you sweat. And he goes, yeah, we had gathered up all this and we were down in the basement. And then I just started sweating out. And I was like, why am I so sweaty? I looked at my wife. She was all sweaty. And then we kind of went, oh, that's right. We're surrounded by, you know, like moose herb or something. Elk herb or whatever it was. Some kind of medicine that would make you sweat when you burn it. But even when you're holding it and stuff, you start sweating. You know, we had medicines for all kinds of stuff. So tobacco was, something we used in ceremonies and prayer and stuff like that. And it also became the thing you would trade with. You would always want to bring tobacco if you visited an elder. You would just bring them tobacco. Here you go. And it became a tobacco offering like, I wouldn't talk to a traditional elder without bringing tobacco. In the movie Thunderheart, I know it's silly, I'm always talking about movies, but in Thunderheart, like, the first time Val Kilmer goes to visit the old grandpa guy, Graham Greene's like, you got tobacco? And he goes, what? No. He goes, oh, for crying out loud. And he grabs a pack of cigarettes, and he just hands it to Val Kilmer to give to the old man. Even cigarettes work as tobacco offering. You got to bring tobacco. So sometimes when I start my prayer, every time when I start my prayers, I'll say, accept my tobacco. Please accept my tobacco, Great Spirit. Kind of like you would if you were Val Kilmer going to the trailer with an elder and you got to bring tobacco. So I'll start. Taka otapananiwi asema. Gichimanadu. Please accept my tobacco, Great Spirit. Taka we tukawishin ando minowe nungum. Please help me to speak well today. Mikwach ka ishi kakina keku, ka ishi chike anungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Mikwach ka ishi pamadazian. Thank you for my life. Mikwach bisandawi egg. Thank you for listening. Ape inge. Amen. And that's kind of how I like to pray. I mean, sometimes I just say pray in Ojibwe to get things started. You know, I might do the Lord's Prayer in Ojibwe just to kind of get my mind and my heart and my spirit and my emotions, you know, the 4 quadrants of the medicine wheel. If I can get them all straight. And then I'll just talk. I'll be like, get your manadu. Nusana wakwing abian. Ishpaming. Nusana wakwing ishpaming. Our Father who art in heaven. Whatever, the person who can hear my prayers. I'm assuming it's my Creator. I'm suspended disbelief in what science has taught me. And I'm choosing to believe that something can hear me. Something can hear my prayers. Sometimes I wonder, you know, where I go. Sometimes I just question out loud. I'll be like, mikwech,
Gichimanadu, thank you, Great Spirit, for, helping us find this house, for bringing us to this place where we're at. Thank you for, liberating us from the daily work world and the grind, and for whatever. Thank you. And I'm kind of assuming that he did that. I'm giving him credit, but also blame. Thank you for, guiding us here. It's like, did he really guide us? Now that I'm happy where I am, then it feels good to go, yeah, thank you for guiding me here. But did I feel that way when I was all miserable and not where I was supposed to be? But then I look back too, and it's like, well, maybe I was supposed to be there. Even the bad times become like the most necessary part of your journey to get to where the good times are. Like I was talking to Michael earlier, and that dude has lost so many jobs. Michael Lyons never had a job for more than 3 years until me and NANABOOZHOO came along. I mean, for whatever else you call this thing, getting together with the BOOZHOO crew once a day. He's done this longer than any job he's ever had. It'll be 4 years next fall. But it's been 3 years this spring since he quit doing any other job, pretty much. I mean, yeah, we do the radio show and whatever, but so he's just, I wouldn't say this to his face, and I don't really believe this, but some people would call him a big old loser. He's been fired. He's just not evil. He hasn't been in trouble. He just doesn't succeed at his jobs, or at his love life, or at making much money, or at his bands, or his comic strips, blah, blah, blah. Michael's life has been one long path of disappointment and failure until just about these days. The last year, I suppose, Michael's finally kind of landed where he wanted to be. But I was telling him, if anything had worked out for him, there's no way he would have been where he is now. If he hadn't been fired from those jobs, we never would have done the show. If he had met a girl and had a family and all that, we probably never would have done the show. Even his comic strips. Michael's childhood dream was to become a comic strip artist. That's why we call him the rock star cartoonist. He always thought being a cartoonist was like being a rock star. Just the same. But the thing is, newspapers have gone away. There's not really a market for a comic strip artist. So even if that had come true for him, it would have gone away by now. Everything had to happen the way it did for things to land where they are. And if you're at all grateful for where you are, then you can kind of finally accept everything it took to get here. And go, yeah, well, those are hard times. Guess what? I'm so lucky to have failed my way into, a good place. So, Gichimanadu, P.S. Thank you for all my failures, too. That led me here, where I feel like so blessed. Just so lucky to be doing this. I really do. Big much. All right, I'm going to go back.
Okay, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
Ready to come home?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I got to scan for your coordinates.
Okay. I'm in the same spot.
All right. Hey, when to teleport?
Make it so, number one.
Hey, there she is.
Well, hi, sweetie.
How is it out there?
It was gorgeous. I love that flowery meadow. I could just frolic around all day.
Yeah.
A lot better than it is out here. Oof. Gray, wet, snowy, cold, depressing. That's life in Bemidjigamug, in the lake with the crossing waters. But I don't care. It's 4:20. What are you going to do? So let's see what else is here. Shirilla says, Michael Lyons has so many talents. It would be sad to see him pinned down into someone else's little box. It's nice to watch him flex his talents. We are blessed. Yeah, huh? How about that, Michael?
Thank you, Surrealist.
Yeah, I always thought that too. You know? I mean, it takes a lot of time to have a family or whatever. Is it very likely you'd be writing songs, learning how to play the piano? If you had other responsibilities?
There's no chance.
I know. That's what I'm saying, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the worst negatives in our lives become our best positives. Learn that from experience, too. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Nancy Schmancy.
Yeah.
Good times, bad times, you know I had my share. Led Zeppelin, I don't care, you know I just don't care. Alright, I've learned to hate Led Zeppelin.
Really?
Yep,
What about Stairway to Heaven?
I'm sick of it. I think they're totally overrated. And I think a test of time, they don't stand up. Not at all like the Who.
You love The Who.
I love the Who. You better, you bet. When I say I love you, say you better. You better, you bet. Yeah, I still love the Who. I don't love the Stones anymore. I'm sick of them. Bowie, of course. Kiss, of course. I don't know. Jim Dunn's back in the house. Well, hello, Jim. Bonjour, Nietzsche. Jim's here, sweetie.
Okay, Bonjour, Nietzsche.
Jim says, this show is inspirational, funny, and educational. Don't stop doing it. All right. Let's not stop doing it. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that. I bet to say we're only halfway there. And we've only just begun to live. Yeah, we're just getting started. I got to say, I got to say. And what else do we learn, sweetie? Yeah, we sang happy birthday to Hitler. Yeah, this show is really educational. How? Singing happy birthday to a Hitler? Giga mina wanna gozi dibishka. 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 Mr. President. Marilyn Monroe, Mina wanna cozy. Deebish gone. Okay. And on that note, oh wait, we got another one. Yeah, happy 420, everybody. You wouldn't guess. Yeah. Ni win nishtana. Nishtana. Nishtana ashi. Nishtana nish. Nish ashi nish. Nishtana ashi ni win. 21, 22, 23. We should do a numbers show again where we teach them how to count.
And we could sing the Queen song.
Yeah, Queen's still good. I still like Queen. Bejik nijne sway ni wen. It's 4:20, la la la. Hey everybody. I feel alright, mama. I'm not joking, yeah. Smoking, feel alright. Ishpi is to be high. And this could just be like, a bird is high. I'm not talking about being intoxicated. It's about being high. As in the word heaven. Ishpaming. Is there a connection? Don't know. I personally suspect it was a gift from our Creator just to give us a break. I don't know. They tell us He loves us. Maybe He wants us to peace out once in a while. Just, groove. God created marijuana, and therefore God created 420. Happy 420, everybody. If you'd like to support the show, and once again, miigwech, great thanks to Surrealist and who's the one, Nancy Schmancy, for your very generous super chats. Really appreciate it. We still haven't launched the Patreon, so I don't think that's working. And I don't think PayPal's working. Probably because we're the show that has Hitler on, and tells children to do drugs. I don't know, but I think we're being shadow banned. I don't care. Anyway, and Michael's got books for sale at Amazon.com. Books like Ojiberish, a collection of cartoons, and the story Little Cutie, a teddy bear's vision quest, and so much more. Anything else?
No, that's good. Thank you very much.
You got it. Hey everyone, miigwech bizendawi egg. Thank you for listening. Dash miigwech ganawabi egg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This over here is NANABOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech.
And this over here is Michael Lyons.
Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Giga waba min. Minawa. Oh, sweetie.
You want when to teleport?
Yes, please. Make it so, number one. See you tomorrow. Hey, let's go in the kitchen. I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna make some makane mashkiki wabu. Nah.
All right, when to teleport?
Make it so. See you tomorrow.